Hey Life Path 7, welcome to my page. This is Lotus Magic. Tonight I'm bringing you your 2019 forecast reading. And I'm doing my readings for the start of the year and most of the year based on life path numbers. And the reason why I'm switching up my platform is because there's so many readers who do astrological readings on YouTube. I wanted to bring a different perspective. I love numerology. It's very practical and simplistic, and you can really get really, personal, and you can use numerology to manipulate the energy in your life in various ways. So I'm taking my studies this year deeper into numerology and using that to help bring awareness and healing and teaching to the community, YouTube community, and those that I work with on a personal basis. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the reading. And I will say that I'm one of those readers, when I pull cards, I pay attention to my body because I am an empathic person, tuning into the energy. I pay attention to the sounds that are going on around me and things like that. So what I did notice with this reading is when I pulled the cards, I got extremely tired. So I feel like coming into 2019, many of you Life Path 7s are a little tired, perhaps just from working a lot and dealing with life a lot. And so I just got like extremely tired. So I did have to step away for a second and regroup to kind of shake it off a little bit so that I could get through the reading without sounding tired and blah. So this year, I definitely recommend getting proper rest, proper sleep. Because you guys are running on fumes right now, and that's detrimental to your overall well-being. Sleep is necessary, rest is necessary. All right, so your oracle guidance message comes from the Angel of Emergence, and it says, "It is time for the real you to emerge." And from the Angel of Psychic Ability, and it says, "Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present." So many of you Life Path 7 in the collective right now, this year, you're going to notice that your intuition becomes your best friend. And you're really going to be trusting yourself a lot more this year. And if you're not already, you definitely need to. Now, trust is something that is difficult for Life Path 7s. And I know a lot of Life Path 7s. So um, I kind of feel like the trust thing with Life Path 7s is as much difficulty as it is for you to trust things outside of you. And that's new ideas, new concepts, new behaviors, just new things. I also feel like you've been having difficulty with trusting yourself and really tapping into your intuition, because that's where trust starts from. Trust on an external level always starts internally. So if you don't trust yourself, you won't trust anything. So Life Path 7s can be, I would consider, the skeptics of the numerology group. So this year, I feel like you guys are really going to be stepping out of that zone because you're trusting yourself a lot more, and you're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. And you may even notice that you're starting to get a lot more of those signs and synchronicities, numbers, um, feathers, just things that just make things click for you. And that's because your intuition is peaking, and you're really learning how to trust yourself. And because of that, because you're learning to trust yourself, you're also trusting the process of transformation, which makes the transformation process that much easier. So here we have all these butterflies. So I feel like for many Life Path 7s, you're kind of in a cocoon stage right now, and that's why you're so tired. Because when a butterfly is cocooning, that's when they're doing the most work. That's where the transformation is happening. So it does make you tired because it's causing you to heal and transform, and that can be very tiring because you're really going within and getting to know yourself in ways that you never knew before, doing things that you've never done before, opening yourself up to new ideas and things that you've never done before. And it can be overwhelming and it can be extremely tiring, but just know that it's part of the process, and it's okay to trust it. It's okay to trust where you're going, because through this process you're emerging as a beautiful butterfly. And essentially that's what a caterpillar really is. A caterpillar, yes, it's a caterpillar, but that's its temporary identity. Okay, ultimately the caterpillar is really a butterfly. It just has to go through the transformation. So many of you have been living your life as the caterpillar and even identifying yourself as a caterpillar when in actuality you're really a butterfly. But you didn't know that, just like a caterpillar doesn't know that until they go through the process. So I feel like that's what's going on with a lot of life path sevens. You're really just kind of figuring out who you are. And this year, you're really going to start to show and emerge the real you. And you're really allowing your intuition to guide you during this time, trusting yourself and really understanding that you ultimately know which way you need to go, what you need to do, and trust it, and don't doubt yourself, because I feel like that's sometimes what makes life path sevens become complacent. Because while life path sevens are very studious in a sense about life, philosophy, meaning, learning, I feel like there are times where life path sevens can become complacent, and then what happens is something happens and it propels you to grow. And so I feel like that's what's been going on with a lot of life path sevens. You've had to deal with something that finally put things into perspective and is now making you say, I need to grow. And you've been going through that process. And it's tough because that requires some healing. It requires some vulnerability, and it requires you to really rely on yourself. But the whole purpose of being a life path seven is to grow on a personal level. It is to evolve and expand your thinking and your consciousness. And as long as you're doing that, you won't fall into that complacency. And I feel like the complacency simply just comes from a lack of not trusting yourself, which makes you hesitant to step out of your comfort zone. But I feel like you're kind of getting past that fear of stepping out of your comfort zone to embrace this new you that's coming into fruition. And you need to just continue to trust your intuition on this path. Where you need to focus your energy for 2019, we have parenting and compassion. So for some life path sevens, children may be a very key focus this year, really putting in time to nurture your children. Life path sevens are very goal oriented as it pertains to becoming a parent, providing, and things like that. So that's very natural, nurturing in a sense. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be, having to focus on your children a little bit more, but more strong for me. I feel like it's coming. It's you need to nurture yourself and parent yourself, because you're so tired, because you have so much going on. You're trying to heal, transform, maintain, start something new, do new things, that you're tired. So you need to take some time out and nurture yourself, get proper rest, self-love, self-care, because that's how you're going to retain your power. Okay? The caterpillar's doing nothing during the cocoon phase but transforming, and which is why you don't see it. So this year is going to be one of those years where it's okay to take more time out for yourself and focus on you. You also need to have some compassion for yourself, because the healing process can make us dredge up, some of our ugly past and, mistakes we've made and things we've done, things we've said. But you need to have compassion, because now that you know, you can use that to grow. So have some compassion. I also feel like, because again, life path sevens can be quite judgmental. I also feel like it's saying, um, ease up on the judgment of others as well, and look at everything through the lens of love. And then you'll be able to be more compassionate for other people as well. Because um, what I notice is, okay, many life path sevens tend not to, and I'm not saying they don't go through anything, but when life path sevens are struggling with things, it's really because they are not on the path of growth. And then some type of crisis happens to get you back on path. That's just what I notice in things with life path sevens. So it's very easy for life path sevens to kind of have this idea that when things are going wrong in people's lives, it's because of something that they're doing. And that's not true. And hopefully, this time that you've gone through in this past, with this past energy of your own healing and transformation and coming out of your own crisis, and having to pick yourself back up, you've learned to gain a little more compassion on your perspective as it pertains to other people's lives, and not be so judgmental, because um, the universe is always going to take care of you as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. So you're really not here to learn through hard struggle, which is why many life path sevens don't. You're here to not get comfortable with the lack of struggle to the point where you don't grow. Okay, so definitely work on being compassionate with yourself, nurturing to yourself, but also be compassionate to other people and the things that they, might be going through, because everyone's path is different and everyone's situation is different. And um, it's never okay to judge other people. So um, your your healing insight message, I really love this crystal, comes from the Anodylite crystal, and it's a crystal of consciousness. It's a consciousness crystal. It's so pretty to me too. I don't know if you can see it. It's so conscious. It's so pretty. So this crystal is it's it's telling you that enlightenment is happening, and you are a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. And this is where that compassion comes in, and understand that you're no different than anyone else around you. You just may have different experiences. So it's time for you to transform your goals and seek a new direction. You have exceptionally clear sight now. The old falls away and new light is infusing. When you transform your awareness, humanity experiences a quantum shift. So I definitely think it's confirming, this psychic ability card. Your intuition is at an all-time high. So rely on that a lot this year, because it's guiding you. Use that as your GPS system. And that means paying attention to your body, signs and synchronicities. Um, and I also feel like it's pertaining to this, because many of you are taking new directions in your life, and if you're not already, you will be doing new things, even in like career, work related, school related. You're just really about to embark on new paths that's really going to help the real you emerge, because you're figuring out now what you love to do, what you're good at, and you just want to become better. So this is a year of complete transformation, and healing. So be open and don't let the tiredness overwhelm you to the point where you become distracted and you fall off of your goals and aspirations. Okay. Your second healing insight message comes from the Kambaba Jasper. And this is one of those crystals that require you to go back to your ancestral line and do some healing. So some of you do need to do some healing as it pertains to things that you've learned as a child, your ancient traumas, family drama. You do some healing because a lot of that has to do with some of the wounds and the experiences that you've had as an adult. It's also asking you to get out of your head and stay in the physical world, okay, so that you can stay balanced. You also need to pay attention that you're getting the proper nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. And this includes the nutrients you're putting in your head. So stay away from negative self-talk. Um, Try to keep your vibration high. Eat well, sleep well. Get your nutrients in. Stay hydrated. Okay, all of this is important for you to keep that power to get through this the change and transformation that's happening right now. So by changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. All right, so let's not look at this healing and transformation as hard work and I'm tired and a struggle. It's definitely something that's transforming you. Okay, and just know as a life path 7, when you encounter any form of struggle, crisis, or anything like that, it's never because you've done something wrong, bad luck. It's simply because that's the universe's design for you to now level up, and you become too complacent and you're stepping off of the path of purpose and growth. All right, what blockages will life path 7 need to remove? And you guys got the devil card. So I feel like either if this is a person, you have someone who's really negative around you right now, and they also keep you in that low vibration. So you need to remove anyone who has negative energy, who has any toxic relationship. This could be sexual, addictions, low vibrations. I also feel like you just need to, if we're looking at the chakras, you need to make sure you maintain balance in your lower chakras so that you are not in times of tiredness and things like that overusing addictions like shopping, eating, sex, and things like that to kind of fuel you. In times like that, you really need to just rest. Okay, you really need to rest and relax. Okay, so your blockages right now really is this devil energy, and I feel like that's coming from yourself, your lower chakras, because that's where our devil energy live, in our lower 3 chakras, especially our root chakra. So many of you, this transformation right now may have you a little financially strapped, or feeling like you're not really getting ahead. But I wouldn't worry too much about that, because as long as you're doing the work to grow, the universe is going to make sure you have everything you need. So you don't need to worry about your safety and security at this time, because if you're doing the work and you're on the path of growth, the finances, you will have what you need. So don't worry. The outcome for 2019, we got the 3 of coins and the 10 of swords. So this year is definitely a year where you're gonna feel overworked. So I just feel like overall this year you're gonna feel a little overworked. You may even feel underpaid, or you just feel like all this work you're doing may not be propelling you financially forward the way that you really, really want to. But you really need to understand that you have work to do. You're healing and transforming, and the universe is going to take care of you as long as you're staying out of this depressed state and just continue to grow. So this is really how many of you will feel most of the year, but I feel like you can overcome that if you take the proper rest, relaxation, change your perspective on the situation, and know that it's kind of like you're going through the training portion of your healing and transformation. But once you get past this energy, your finances will change and you won't have to worry so much. You're going to have everything you need. You may not be um, feeling like you're moving, so far ahead, but you're definitely going to have everything you need to maintain what you need to do. But this year really is about healing and transformation and learning to trust yourself and growth. So I feel like if it's not coming in a supreme abundance, it's really because you still have work to do. The universe does not want you to get complacent. They don't want to. So if they gave you the bomb raise, put the money in your pocket right now, 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't complete your healing transformation. And so the universe is still going to keep a little bit of that motivation there for you, so that you can continue to heal and do the work you need to do. You'll know when you're done, because things are going to smooth out and you will begin to um, bring in more abundance. But you've got to remove these blockages, this devil energy, and do the healing and work on that self-love, the nurturing, the compassion, and changing your perspective, and continuing to go through the process of cocooning until you emerge as a butterfly. And you're going to know, because that's when more and more abundance is going to be coming in. So I'm not seeing complete abundance coming in this year per se, but ultimately this is just energy, and you always have the power to change this simply by how you view things and how you do things. The longer you take to complete your journey, the longer you delay that abundance that you're seeking. So do the work, stay focused, and know that you're going to be okay regardless. You're going to have everything you need. Just continue to work on yourself. Don't make the goal this year about chasing the bag. Make it about chasing your purpose and chasing your healing, chasing transformation, and chasing self growth. Okay, and self love. All right, Life Path 7. Until next time, love and light.